unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0. This one. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Syracuse Orange will go on offense first. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, then he's obviously going to have a big year.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball game.
Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Guys, let's talk about Syracuse. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Syracuse will send out the punt team, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. So UConn's offense will have its first possession of the game. This guy has all of the battle scars. He's got all of the trust of this team, David, as he has been their leader, their warhorse throughout his career.
Yeah, and we've seen him. He's been very productive. He's proven his worth in college football, but now he's taking his talents to a new team. And now he's got to show them what he's about. Great opportunity to start it off. Can he be the guy? Can he be the catalyst that takes this team to the next level?
He really is a guy you root for, too, I think, because he's waited his turn. He's found the right opportunity in the right situation. This is a guy everybody in the locker room absolutely loves. He has the ability to galvanize them and an opportunity to galvanize this fan base early in the season with a big game here right at.
Oh, he's got some space. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Guys, for just a second, let's talk about you now. They come into the season, #1 recruiting class in the country. Think we'll see those freshmen much?
You dang right we will. I mean, you don't recruit like they did this offseason and be the #1 team in the country without getting a ton of impact guys that come in and contribute day one. Palmer, there's a lot of young, exciting faces.
Yeah, they don't look like freshmen either. I mean, these guys look like grown men. Remember, in recruiting, a lot of these kids were promised to get on the field very, very early. For this team to have the success they're hoping to have, absolutely these freshmen have got to go.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
To the air on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on 1st down, open up the entire plate.
And just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
Leaves it with the back. Powers through the defender. There he goes. He gets it all the way up to the 42-yard line, and that's why you have confidence to keep it on the ground in that situation. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. They're going to ride this running back. Not this time. After finding running room on the previous play, nowhere to go this time around as the defense rises up. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. The Orange will have to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. The UConn offense goes back to work. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
A strike downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. They're going to test the right side with this. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Give to the running back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quick strike complete. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a 3rd down stop. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. They'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And now the lead's extended a little further.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
To the air on 2nd down. Tight end finds a soft spot. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Quickly out to the tight end. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. That's the end of the period, and UConn has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Cuse. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll try to get the edge on the left. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. They're a couple of yards short of the 1st down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab past the marker. Turning it on. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. UConn comes to the line after getting another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And a sweet catch and a nice gain gets it down to the 30-yard line. This UConn offense really has it going. Now the play fake. Going for it all. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception. Looking to throw on 1st down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Quickly to the tight end. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. Syracuse will be forced to punt. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. UConn going back to work on offense. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to fit the field position with the return. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Looking downfield on first down. It's on target and complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Finds his man. It's Allen. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. So now it's second and long. Motion from the wideout. Calls his own number. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
And on fourth down, they'll try to they get through and it's blocked. The UConn offense goes back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Pressure coming. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. UConn will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. From the gun, the ground game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Syracuse needs to come up with a big third down play to keep the drive going. It's complete. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on first down, second down, and third down, as you saw right there.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Reads it, fires complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Backed up now, here's second and long. Off the RPO, complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Syracuse lines up on third and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Just drives it between the uprights. And guys, after that field goal, brand new ball game, all tied up.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking for room. It's Howard. Breaks into the open. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. He's now piled up 68 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. Oh, he makes the catch. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. And the Huskies are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Makes the grab. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Looking to throw on first down. Right down the middle. He makes a catch. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. The Huskies are in the hurry up. Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good first half of football in a great town like Syracuse. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the dome in lovely Central. Central New York.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. UConn has it teed up to start this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Allen. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Syracuse doing business in the red zone. They'll run it from the gun. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
The Orange with a lot of work to do on third and long. He's looking to throw. Trying to set up the screen. He'll be brought down at the 12-yard line. Not enough for the first down, and let's see if they try to convert on fourth. So now on comes the field goal unit. Never a doubt. That'll cut the lead down to 4, 17-13. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Michigan State notched a victory in enemy territory. And though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from East Lansing is worth its weight in gold to the Spartans.
Give to the back.
All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Here's the pressure. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the third quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Touchdown, UConn. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And, man, what a game-changing type play. The offense throwing the football deep in their own end, and they're probably thinking to themselves, hey, let's just get some more space. Let's try to get a first down and give ourselves room to work with. What an individual effort by the receiver after he had the ball in his hand, taking it all the way coast to coast on that touchdown.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe...
Oh, he's got some space. Makes it past the marker. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Quickly complete. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Offense in a bunch formation. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. I guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. Stopped just across midfield at the 49, but not before he forces the turnover and sets up this offense. From the gun, running back on the move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Runs through the tackle. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down. This UConn offense really has it going. Handoff from the shotgun. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, they give to the back. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. And the Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give on the inside. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, that D-tackle has an explosive first step. He shot right out of his stance. He was in the backfield and he was able to make the tackle for loss.
He breaks a tackle. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Yeah, you see in the red zone, all the bodies start to come inside. A lot of times you try to find a way to get to the perimeter. This offense does a good job. They toss the football. Nice job by the defense. Now, forcing a 3rd down.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And remember, from this spot, they can get a 1st down without scoring a touchdown. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Touchdown, Huskies! Fired in from the red zone for the score. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang.
There he goes. He's got the 1st down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
Finds his big tight end, and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to fire. Going for 6. Touchdown, Syracuse. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UConn going back to work on offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking to buy time. Fires it incomplete.
When the quarterback leaves the pocket, I have to know that. You could tell the defense did. They did a great job skewing towards him, moving towards where he's scrambling. Now I can be in the passing lanes. Great job by the defense understanding it.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. UConn will have to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And that did not help the cause as the punt is marked dead just inside their own 35. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Got him downfield. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Orange. Now they'll try to get the 2 and make it a 3-point game late.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Quarterback on the keeper. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And that's what I love about the QB run game in this offense is it just keeps these defenses off balance. We're going to see a lot of running backs doing their work between the tackles in this game as well. But you see how mixing in the quarterback run, too, it just keeps this defense so confused.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last 2 plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. Tries to get it on the ground. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Huskies have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on first down. Gets it out fast. Turning it on. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. They'll try the run, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Pulls it in. It's Henderson. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Huskies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Running back searching for a hole. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. That gives him 100 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. He's looking to pass. Fires to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Pocket breaking down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Splits the uprights. Good.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll send the tight end in motion. Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Man, what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
Crosses the 30. Breaks into the open. And he'll finally slide after the long run. I'm not sure if he wanted to avoid the hit or he just got tired. The Orange, after the explosive play, might go right back to the ground. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Allen. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run from the shotgun. And some room to work. Brought down at the 21-yard line. A 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. The Orange converted and picked up that last first down by keeping it on the ground. Maybe they go right back to it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game of offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Now on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Syracuse with a major problem and a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Syracuse.
Syracuse looked to be in dire straits to start this drive, but now they've got some room to operate. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Here's the handoff. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
Third downs are so crucial, and quarterbacks, you want them to be, elite with their functioning, be able to go through their progressions, get rid of the football, not take sacks. But they just took a sack. How about the individual effort by that defense, understanding third down?
Makes the grab, he's got a first down. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Cuse.
And this is obviously a no-brainer. Great job by the offense, great execution. Inside of 2 minutes, you got to go for 2. You got to dial up this play, try to tie this football game up. What's your favorite 2-point play? Dial it up, and let's tie this game up.
He's into the end zone for the 2, and we've got a tie game in the final 2 minutes. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Using his legs, it's Howard. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll leave it with him. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Caught near the sticks, it's Smith. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this. They'll go for it on 4th down. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Score is deadlocked, and the clock is winding down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Rushes on him. Touchdown, Syracuse. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Well, it's a great job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Maryland just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory, and that's really the standard there in College Park. That's a tremendous fan base, and and they'll enjoy this one all week. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Man, you gotta love this defense. Being dialed in, being ready for the pass late in this football game when you needed a stop, playing tendencies.